how do we become physically fit and stay physically healthy and decrease that stress at the same time? Okay, stress in our body occurs sometimes from a lack of exercise, bad posture, and bad flexibility. I did a quick interview with Jeremy, the owner of California Black Belt Academy in Upland. He has been successful in his business, growing his business for one too, the martial arts studio, because he understands through motion, his students, maybe kids or adults too, understand that gives them self-confidence to deal with their overall stressors. As a kid, also what he does is get them to understand the life skills. By doing that life skills program, he builds up their self-confidence, self-esteem. As we work out too, even as kids, they don't know this yet, and as adults, when you work out, you have their endorphin release, you have that stress release, where your overall body produces hormones and body chemistry to deal with our normal stressors. Our stressors in our lives, well, it's hard to change those, right? The amount of driving due to work, the amount of kids we have at home, the stressors of going back and forth, everything we do all day. It's kind of a rat race sometimes. So realize, by keeping your body healthy, your body becomes able to deal with the stress of everyday life easier. So watch this quick video with Jeremy. I want to give you a quick clip from this video, because the longer video you can see the actual post. And in the post, what I want to do is link the neurological workshop I had done recently, again a longer video, where it talks about the details of how that works. But overall, enjoy and understand that by staying physically healthy, your body stays strong, releases the hormones, so internally you can deal with the stress of everyday life and not have health issues. All right, enjoy the video and have a good day. Enjoy health from the inside.
I also really focus on kids because I noticed there was a trending rate in suicide among kids, unfortunately, and I actually still is. I actually had a former student who I used to teach when I was 14, and she committed suicide, and probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and it really hit me because even though I didn't teach her anymore, she was still like on my Facebook and we still connected. Yeah. But I really felt like if I would have had better programs, maybe the student would still be here.
So you almost mentor them beyond just the martial arts?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's definitely more than kicking and punching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
A lot of times they'll decide martial arts because they realize Hawker and Sake, they have a coach,
yes.
and next year it's a different coach. And that coach is probably focused on what? Winning the game. Martial arts is not a sport.
Got it.
It's a way of life. And yes, we have competitions and tournaments, but we actually separated that from our style. This week we're talking about consistency. Being consistent in what you do. You know, you could come to class every day for 2 weeks, but then what after? Are you still coming? Are you still training? Or are you going to stop?
Well, a lot of it too is the schoolings will in school, for example, junior high, high school, teach them what they need to know to pass their state boards, for example, their math, their English, maybe their science too. You're giving them skills that helps them improve that quality of life beyond school, even during school. So their work ethic gets better and better.
Oh, definitely.
And do parents see that then, or do they compliment you on that?
Yeah, actually, a lot of my parents will say, you know, because one thing is confidence with kids. Okay. And so when they come in, they don't look us in the eye, they don't speak to us. Yeah. After about 2-3 weeks, kids won't leave the dojo, they won't leave here. They're running up and down, yeah, mom, I want to go, you know, and parents are like, you know what? I've never seen a change. And the biggest thing that gets me is not necessarily when the parents say it, but when the parents say it, the teacher sees it. Because the parent's kind of looking for it, but the teacher's not looking for it. But for a teacher to come...
Teacher in their school.
Teacher in their school and saying, you know what, they're a different child now, I don't know what it is they're doing. But now these have little girls who are scared of me, having more confidence, you know, even physical fitness, just wanting to work out, to be stronger. Yeah. And not for looks, like they don't want to be skinny, they just want to be strong and healthy. Yeah. You know, that's what we really try to teach is your mind, your body, your soul, you got to feed it positivity.
Well, you know this already too, I mean, science has proven this. When you move more, especially as a child, your body produces a better chemistry, more endorphins, more serotonin. Your body actually feels better.
Oh, yeah.
By motion, so it becomes addictive as a kid or as an adult or as a senior to where you want to move because you want to feel good. Right? So what do you like to focus on with the kids?
A little bit of everything, actually. Cool. It's amazing because the kids reflect the instructors. Great. So when you look at our students and they talk to them, it's like, oh yeah, I work out, I do push-ups, I eat right. Yeah. Then it's probably reflecting what we do. Yeah, because they're going to do what we do.
Hey, you're the example.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I even get some parents who are like, can you not talk about how healthy you eat all the time?
Yeah, I was going to say, have parents like, I have a gut and I don't know how to get rid of this thing.
My students, when you're a leader, you have to understand everyone's watching you.
You're the example.
You're the example. And if you're going to school, you're in the class, and you're a leader in the class, or you're a leader in school, and you're acting like a knucklehead, everyone else is going to act like a knucklehead, you know? So if you want people to do good, then you got to. I tell the kids the same thing, like, if you're going around the school and you're getting in trouble because of little Johnny and Billy, that's your friend,
clowns,
you know, everyone's going to think you're a troublemaker. But are you a troublemaker? No. Do you hang out with troublemakers?
Guilty by association.
Exactly. So
Nice. What is that life skills program?
It's where we talk about the word of the month. Basically, confidence, believing in yourself. We do what's called a mat chat, where we do our exercise, everything. We sit them down and we start talking about where the word of the month is, how to apply it. So if we're talking about confidence, how were you confident yesterday? Name a time you weren't confident and why. So we start having these little dialogues with kids 6, 7 years old.
So they're communicating not only with you but also with themselves too, telling their story of how they've dealt with life so far.
Exactly. And I think that's huge at that age because now they're learning. When you talk about their learning.
Well, the kid that's not talking, he's going, hey, this kid had a similar experience as me. Maybe I can be like that kid. I can be more confident. So they're helping each other out in that group, in that tribe mentality with those kids.
Oh, definitely. And I love getting my oldest students who maybe have gone through stuff, and I'll say, hey, you, tell them about your story, and they'll say, well, and they'll be open and honest. This is what I did, and this is the mistakes I made. So you just got to do this, this, and this. And when a child or even a parent hears it from a student that's young, it's more impacting. Like, oh wow, that's. So I actually put all of our, I'm putting it on right now online, all of our training, all of our life skills. So parents will go home and say, this is what we're talking about in class. Let's watch it together on our tablet, on our iPhone. It's taking me weeks right now to put everything. It's a
lot of work.
But it's going to be so much beneficial for these kids to go home and have that confidence that I could do this technique. Because, what happens, they go home, they practice, they think they know how to do it.
Yeah.
Or parents, do it this way.
Like, how do we get people to stay healthy through motion, through exercise? Realize when you do that, your overall immune system feels better, your overall body feels better. Right now, listen to Air Radio locally here in Upland, talks about how there's this big awareness now of kids having hypertension, high blood pressure as a kid. We've known this for probably the last 10 years or so because kids don't eat well. Parents don't understand or are ignorant of what normal food they should eat, how much sleep they should get. Eating Fritos every day is not a good thing.
No.
Okay? But now they're seeing that and go, how do you combat that? By doing things like this, keeping your kids healthy. There's not enough play in school, we know this already. Do something for your kids and for yourselves too, so keep yourself healthy and active, keep your body moving so overall body stays healthy. Okay?